John Arthur Lithgow is an American actor, musician, poet, author, and singer. Over the course of his career he has received numerous accolades and been nominated for 2 Academy Awards and 4 Grammy Awards. He has also been awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and inducted into the American Theatre Hall of Fame.
Lithgow is best known for his television roles as Dick Solomon in the comedy Third Rock from the Sun, Arthur Mitchell in the drama Dexter, and Winston Churchill in the drama The Crown, for each of which he won Primetime Emmy Awards. He is also well known for his roles in Blowout, Footloose, Harry and the Hendersons, Rugrats in Paris, the movie Shrek, and Love is Strange. His performances in The World According to Garp and Terms of Endearment earned him nominations for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. He has appeared on stage in many Broadway productions, including the musical adaptations of Sweet Smell of Success and Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. In 2007, he made his Royal Shakespeare Company debut as Malvolio in Neil Bartlett's production of Twelfth Night. In 2019, he starred on Broadway opposite Laurie Metcalf in Hillary and Clinton.
Lithgow was born in Rochester, New York. His mother, Sarah Jane, was a retired actress. His father, Arthur Washington Lithgow III, was a theatrical producer and director who ran the McCarter Theater in Princeton, New Jersey. His father was born in Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic, to an American-Dominican family of Scottish, English, and French descent. Lithgow is descended from Mayflower passenger and colonial governor William Bradford. Because of his father's job, the family moved frequently during Lithgow's childhood. He spent his childhood years in Yellow Springs, Ohio, where activist Coretta Scott King babysat him and his siblings. He spent his teenage years in Akron and Lakewood, Ohio.
Lithgow graduated from Princeton High School in Princeton. He attended Harvard College and graduated with an A.B. magna cum laude in 1967 in History and Literature. Lithgow lived in Adams House as an undergraduate and later served on Harvard's Board of Overseers. He credits a performance at Harvard of Gilbert and Sullivan's Utopia Limited with helping him decide to become an actor. After graduation, Lithgow won a Fulbright scholarship to study at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art. Also, after graduation, he served as the director of the Arts and Literature Department at WBAI, the Pacifica radio station in New York City.
In 1973, Lithgow debuted on Broadway in David Story's The Changing Room at the Morosco Theater. Lithgow received his first Tony and win for his performance for featured actor in a play. He also won a Drama Desk Award. The following year he starred again on Broadway in the comedy play My Fat Friend opposite Len Redgrave at the Brooks Atkinson Theater. In 1976 he starred on Broadway in Arthur Miller's A Memory of Two Mondays opposite Meryl Streep and Tom Hulce at the Playhouse Theater.
In 1985 he starred in Requiem for a Heavyweight written by Rob Sorling at the Martin Beck Theater. In 1988 he starred in David Henry Hwang's M. Butterfly alongside B.D. Wong at the Eugene O'Neill Theater.
In 2002, Lithgow starred as J.J. Hunsaker in the Broadway adaptation of the 1957 film Sweet Smell of Success alongside Brian Darcy James. Lithgow won the Tony Award for Best Leading Actor in a Musical for his performance. In 2005, he was starred on Broadway in the musical comedy Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, alongside Norbert Leo Butz at the Imperial Theater. While both were nominated for the Tony Award for Best Leading Actor in a Musical, Butz won over Lithgow. That same year Lithgow was elected into the American Theatre Hall of Fame for his work on Broadway.
In 2004 and 2007, Lithgow debuted Carnival of the Animals elephant character, Nurse Mabel Bunce, with the New York City Ballet and Houston Ballet, respectively. In 2007, Lithgow played Malvolio in the Royal Shakespeare Company's production of Twelfth Night, at the Courtyard Theatre, Stratford-upon-Avon, United Kingdom.
In 2008 through 2009, Lithgow played Joe Keller in a Broadway revival of Arthur Miller's All My Sons directed by Simon McBurney. Lithgow starred alongside Diane Wiest, Patrick Wilson and Katie Holmes in her Broadway debut at the Schoenfeld Theatre.
In 2010, Lithgow starred in the off-Broadway production of Douglas Carter Beane's comedy Mr. and Mrs. Fitch alongside Jennifer Ehle at the Second Stage Theatre from February 22, 2010 to April 4, 2010. In 2012, Lithgow returned to Broadway in David Auburn's new play The Columnist, which played at the Manhattan Theatre Club with previews starting on April 4, 2012. The performance earned him a nomination for the Tony Award for Best Actor in a Play.
In the winter of 2012 to 2013, he appeared in the London revival of Arthur Wing Pinero's The Magistrate as Police Magistrate Aeneas Posket at the National Theatre.
It was announced in February 2014 that he would return to Central Park's Delacorte Theatre and Shakespeare in the Park for the 2014 summer season in the title role of Shakespeare's King Lear, directed by Tony Award winner Daniel Sullivan. The production was the play's first there since 1973 and Lithgow's first time there since 1975, when he had played Laertes.
In fall 2014, Lithgow returned to Broadway as Tobias in a revival of Edward Albee's A Delicate Balance. He starred opposite Glenn Close, Martha Plimpton, Lindsay Duncan, Bob Balaban, and Claire Higgins. Pam McKinnon directed the limited 18-week production at the John Golden Theatre.
Lithgow starred in the solo play John Lithgow, Stories by Heart, which opened on Broadway on January 11, 2018 at the American Airlines Theatre, written by Lithgow. Lithgow has performed this play around the U.S., starting at the Lincoln Center Theatre in 2008, with the return performance at Lincoln Center slated for April to May 2019.
Lithgow starred as Bill Clinton opposite Laurie Metcalf as Hillary Clinton in the Lucas Nath play Hillary and Clinton on Broadway at the John Golden Theatre. Joe Montello directed. The play opened on April 18, 2019 and closed on June 23, 2019.
In 1972, Lithgow made his film debut in Dealing, or the Berkeley to Boston 40 Brick Lost Bag Blues. In 1976 he starred in a pivotal role in Brian De Palma's Obsession with Cliff Robertson and Genevieve Bujold as Cliff Robertson's longtime business partner Robert Lassell.
In 1979, Lithgow appeared in Bob Fosse's semi-autobiographical movie All That Jazz as Lucas Sargent. The character was loosely based on the real-life Broadway director and choreographer Michael Bennett, known for his work on Follies, Company, Dreamgirls, and A Chorus Line.
In 1982 and 1983, Lithgow was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for his performances as Roberta Muldoon in The World According to Garp and as Sam Burns in Terms of Endearment. Both films were screen adaptations of popular novels. In 1984, Lithgow also played a pastor who condemns dancing in Footloose. Also in 1984 he starred in 2010, The Year We Make Contact.
In 1983, Lithgow appeared in a remake of the classic Twilight Zone episode Nightmare at 20,000 Feet in Twilight Zone, the movie as the paranoid passenger made famous on the television show by William Shatner. In an interview with Bill Moyers, Lithgow reveals this role as his favorite of his film career. In 1986 he starred in The Manhattan Project directed by Marshall Brickman. In 1987, Lithgow starred in the Bigfoot-themed family comedy Harry and the Hendersons. In 1991, he starred in the movie Ricochet opposite Denzel Washington as Earl Talbot Blake, a criminal seeking revenge against the policeman who sent him to prison. Also in 1991, he played missionary Leslie Hubin in the film adaptation of Peter Matheson's novel At Play in the Fields of the Lord. In 1992, he starred as a man with multiple personality disorder in Brian De Palma's film Raising Cain.
In 2001, Lithgow gained iconic recognition for voicing the evil Lord Farquaad in the Academy Award-winning DreamWorks animated film Shrek alongside Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz. In 2002, he narrated Life's Greatest Miracle, a documentary about human embryonic development.
In 2004, he portrayed the moralistic, rigid father of Alfred Kinsey in that year's biopic Kinsey alongside Liam Neeson. In 2006, Lithgow had a small role in the Academy Award-winning film Dreamgirls, as Jerry Harris, a film producer offering Dina Jones a film role. In 2010, he briefly appeared in the romantic comedy Leap Year playing Amy Adams' dad.
Lithgow during the 2010s appeared in Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Christopher Nolan's Interstellar, Tommy Lee Jones' The Homesman, and John Madden's Miss Sloane.
Lithgow gained critical attention for starring in Ira Sachs' independent romance film Love is Strange alongside Alfred Molina. The film received a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes with a consensus rating, held aloft by remarkable performances from John Lithgow and Alfred Molina. Love is Strange serves as a graceful tribute to the beauty of commitment in the face of adversity. The film also received 4 Independent Spirit Award nominations, including for both Lithgow and Molina.
Lithgow then starred in the independent film Beatrice at Dinner alongside Salma Hayek, Connie Britton, Jay Duplass, and Chloe Sevigny. The film is certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes with the consensus rating. Beatrice at Dinner offers timely social commentary enlivened by powerful, layered performances from Salma Hayek and John Lithgow.
In 2019, Lithgow co-starred in Mindy Kaling's comedy Late Night, with Emma Thompson. The film premiered at the Sundance Film Festival where it received glowing reviews, and was theatrically released June 7, 2019. He also played Fox News CEO Roger Ailes, alongside Charlize Theron, Nicole Kidman, Margot Robbie, Allison Janney, Connie Britton, and Malcolm McDowell, in the Jay Roach film Bombshell.
In television, Lithgow is probably most widely known for his starring role as Dick Solomon in the 1996-2001 NBC sitcom Third Rock from the Sun. He received 6 consecutive nominations for the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Comedy Series and won 3 times. His son Ian regularly appeared alongside him as Leon, one of his physics students.
In 1986, Lithgow received a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series for his appearance in the episode The Doll of the Amazing Stories anthology series.
Additionally, Lithgow has been nominated for an Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Limited Series or a Special for The Day After, and 2 Emmy Awards for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Miniseries or a Special for Resting Place and My Brother's Keeper. Lithgow was approached about playing Dr. Fraser Crane on Cheers, but turned it down. Lithgow starred with Jeffrey Tambor in the NBC sitcom 20 Good Years.
Since 2006 he has starred in Progresso commercials, advertising their soup brand.
On March 5, 2009, Lithgow made a cameo on NBC's 30 Rock, in the episode Goodbye, My Friend, with several references to his role in Harry and the Hendersons.
In September 2009, Lithgow joined the cast of Dexter as Arthur Mitchell, a serial killer and Dexter Morgan's nemesis. He won a Golden Globe Award for this role, and won an Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series.
He guest starred on How I Met Your Mother in the role of Barney Stinson's father, Jerry.
In 2015, Lithgow made a cameo on Louis C.K.'s Louis on FX, in the Season 5 episode Sleepover alongside Glenn Close, Michael Cera, and Matthew Broderick.
In 2017, Lithgow starred in Trial and Error as a professor who becomes implicated in the murder of his wife in the first season of the NBC mockumentary series.
In his most recent television role, Lithgow portrayed the former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, Winston Churchill, in the first season of the prestigious and critically acclaimed Netflix historical drama series The Crown opposite Claire Foy. Lithgow won numerous awards for his performance, including a Primetime Emmy Award and a Screen Actors Guild Award.
Lithgow has done extensive work for children, including several books and albums. Some of his book titles are Marsupial Soup, Marsupial Soup Presents The Runaway Pancake, Lithgow Party Paloozas, 52 Unexpected Ways to Make a Birthday, Holiday, or Any Day a Celebration for Kids, Carnival of the Animals, a Lithgow Palooza, 101 Ways to Entertain and Inspire Your Kids, I'm a Manatee, Macabre, The Remarkable Farkle McBride, Mahalia Mouse Goes to College and I Got Two Dogs. He also appeared as a guest on the Canadian children's program, Ants in Your Pants.
Lithgow launched into a career as a recording artist with the 1999 album of children's music, Singin' in the Bathtub. In June 2002, Lithgow released his second children's album Farkle and Friends. It was the musical companion to his book The Remarkable Farkle McBride, which tells the story of a young musical genius. Farkle and Friends features the vocal talents of Lithgow and Bebe Neuwirth backed by the Bill Elliott Swing Orchestra. In August 2006, Lithgow released The Sunny Side of the Street, his third children's album and first with Razor and Type. This album features versions of classic songs from the Great American Songbook including Getting to Know You and You Gotta Have Pep. Produced by J.C. Hopkins, the album features guest appearances by Madeleine Perrault, Wayne Knight, Sherry Renee Scott and Maud Maggart. Lithgow also makes occasional appearances on stage and television singing children's songs and accompanying himself on guitar.
On October 1, 2010, Lithgow appeared on Doug Benson's podcast Doug Loves Movies, along with fellow guests Paul F. Tompkins and Jimmy Pardo. He has also appeared on Chris Hardwick's show The Nerdist Podcast in 2012 and the WTF with Mark Maron podcast in 2019.
Between 1978 to 80, Lithgow appeared in 10 episodes of the radio drama revival series CBS Radio Mystery Theater.
Lithgow voiced the character of Yoda in the National Public Radio adaptations of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. He provided narration for the IMAX film special effects, Anything Can Happen. He hosts Paloozaville, a children's video-on-demand program on MagRag based on his best-selling children's books. He appeared in the most recent Progresso soup commercials, portraying the restaurant waiters serving customers in their own household. He often delivers commencement addresses at American universities. Lithgow also appears in Books by You, a children's computer game, and guides them through the steps to finish a pre-designed book.
In 2005, Lithgow became the first actor ever to deliver a commencement speech at Harvard University and received an honorary Doctor of Arts from his alma mater. He was featured at Heinz Hall in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on December 4, 6, 2009 for performances of Mozart's Requiem with the Pittsburgh Symphony Orchestra. He narrated some letters written by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, some poems, and sections from the Book of Revelation in certain parts of the performance.
In September 2011, Lithgow was featured in a one-night-only production of Dustin Lance Black's play, 8, a staged reenactment of the federal trial that overturned California's Prop 8 ban on same-sex marriage, as attorney Theodore Olson to raise money for the American Foundation for Equal Rights.
In 2015, Lithgow did the voice-over work for Gore Vidal in the documentary film Best of Enemies alongside Kelsey Grammer, who voiced William F. Buckley.
On October 18, 2017, Lithgow co-authored the New York Times Daily Crossword Puzzle.
In 2018, Lithgow was one of the actors who voiced the audiobook A Day in the Life of Marlon Bundo.
In June 2019, Lithgow portrayed Donald Trump in The Investigation, A Search for Truth in 10 Acts, a live reading of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report on Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. Staged on the altar of New York City's Riverside Church, the reading was created by playwright Robert Schenken and narrated by Annette Bening, also featured Kevin Kline as Mueller, Joel Gray as Jeff Sessions, Jason Alexander as Chris Christie, and Alfred Woodard as Hoke Hicks.
In October 2019, Lithgow published Dumpty, The Age of Trump in Verse, a book of poems and illustrations. The project originated when Lithgow was asked to perform a Gilbert and Sullivan-style song he wrote about Michael Flynn.
Lithgow married Jean Tainton, a teacher, in 1966. The couple had one son together, actor and clinical psychologist Ian. Lithgow and his wife separated after he had an affair with actress Liv Ullmann, with the marriage ending in divorce in 1980. Lithgow married UCLA history professor Mary Yeager in 1981, and they have a son, Nathan, and a daughter, Phoebe. Lithgow has been a supporter of Liverpool Football Club for many years.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.